The first student up to talk with us is Courtney Lynn Bingert. Courtney?
Hello. My name is Courtney. I am 37 years old. I dropped out of high school at the age of 16. I became a mom for the first time at the age of 18. Then again at 34. My daughter Tricia is 19 years old. I also have a Tasmanian devil named Summer. She's 3. I spent Tricia's entire high school education instilling in her how important it was to get her diploma. Excuse me. Her education was top priority because I knew how hard life was without one. So come hell or high water, she was going to graduate. Well, Tricia gave me the honor of watching her walk across the stage and get her diploma last year. And it was the greatest moment, there's 3. That was one of the greatest moments of my life. But something funny happened that day. I asked her while she was cutting her cake how it felt to finally get her mom off her back. And she looked at me and she said, "That's great, Mom. But now that I got mine, where's yours? What are you doing, waiting for Trish Summer to graduate?" I didn't have an answer. So I told her that within 1 year, I would show her mine. It took me 5 months. With that said, I would like to thank the people that made that possible. Thank you, Geraldine and Megan, people at NICA, but most importantly, my teacher, Glenn Higgleman. He is one of the best teachers I have ever had. He is passionate and caring, and he loves what he does, and it shows. So Glenn, I don't see you right now because obviously Courtney's not wearing her glasses.
So to your extreme right.
I thank you, and I will miss being in your class because you are one hell of a teacher. You're welcome. With that said, I'd like to say congratulations to us all because it doesn't matter when or how long it takes us to get it. It's what we do with it once we got it. And a bunch of doors just opened for me. So good things are coming. So congratulations to all of us.
Thank you, Courtney. Next, Shantasia Love.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank Ms. Kathy for being such a patient and caring and willing teacher that she is, and also Ms. Becky Peters for allowing me to be a part of the WIA program. It's an awesome program, and it was a great help. It's been a rough road to get here, but I'm happy I finally made it. At the age of 15, I became pregnant with my son, and soon after I dropped out of high school, tried to provide for him. It was really hard finding a job considering I was so young with no true education. I worked and worked. So I struggled for a year doing odd-end jobs to try to make money. Then at the age of 17, I became pregnant with my second child. From then on, I tried my GED twice, but I didn't go through with it because it was rough being a mother and working at the same time. I felt that I didn't have much time to do it. So then again, I was struggling, looking for jobs with no education. I finally became employed, and although it wasn't much, it was something. So I worked and worked until I was able to catch up on finances and was able to give my GED another shot. So here I am, a GED completer, something I'm exceptionally proud to say. And next I plan to take my placement test for Highland and continue my dreams to work somewhere in the medical field.
Thank you, Shantasia. Next, we have Tanya Marie Rodriguez.
Hello. First off, I'd like to say thank God for giving me the guidance and the strength to finish my GED. I want to thank Housing Authority and Highland for bringing my GED classes to Westview and making it more possible. I'd like to also thank my teacher, Mr. Glenn, and all who was keeping me focused and encouraged me that I can do it. At 16 years old, I became pregnant in the 9th grade. I made a hard choice and dropped out of school, starting to work, so I could take care of my baby. By the age of 28 years old, I was a single mom with 4 kids, and I thought for me an education was now impossible. But getting my GED became more important by showing my kids never to give up on school. Having an education is the key to their future, very important if you want to succeed in life. I am now 31 years old. My oldest is 15 and struggling in school, close to the age when I dropped out. This means that I know as a mother, I will be my kids' encouragement to stay in school and that they can have all the best opportunities the world has to offer. I knew receiving my GED would be the first step to further my education and would better my future. I have struggled a few times in the past, starting and quitting classes. I was finally ready to follow through and not quit. Although 2 days before my first test, I was scheduled to have surgery on my foot, repairing my nerve, tendon, and muscle. That was a challenge, yet I was not going to let being on crutches interfere with following through. Nothing more was going to get in the way of my education. Now that I have received my GED, I plan on taking my placement test and starting some college courses. I'd like to end by saying congratulations to all the graduates. We made it. Don't let your education stop here, though. If we put our minds to something and we work for it, all dreams are possible.
Thank you, Tanya. Next, we have Brian Anthony Thompson.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to all the graduates. We all did a superb job. We got it. We did it. First thing I'd like to do is say thank you to a couple people. The first person I want to say thank you to is my wife. Heather, you believed in me from day one and stood behind me 100% in what I wanted to do. I remember on New Year's Eve at midnight, I made a New Year's resolution to have my GED by the end of the year. 5 months into the year, I did it. Thank you for believing in me, baby. Thank you. Second, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Glenn Hageman. Glenn, you made learning fun. Amen. Yeah. And everything that you taught me, Glenn, helped me achieve my goal. And I did it before my goal. Remember, my goal was June 8th. May 12th, baby. And then I'd like to say thank you to Freeport Housing Authority and Highland College. Thank you guys for having everything happen for us. And then I'd like to say thank you to my sister-in-law, Michelle. You went to classes with me every day, Michelle, and every time, and you helped me with the math that we both knew I didn't understand. And even though I got frustrated, you were right there with me, helping me through it. And even though I scored higher on the test than you did, you were always there for me. Thank you. And I don't think I would have made it through classes without you there. People don't really realize how hard it is to go back to school. I put my mind to it, into my goal, and just took off with it. I'm going to be 40 years old in August. I've been out of school for over 20 years. Jeez. This had to be the biggest challenge of my life. I preach to my kids every day to stay in school because without an education, they would have to work as hard as I did. I moved furniture for 20 years. I would have had my GED sooner, but what I did for a living is I always traveled, so I never had time to do it. But I remember 3 years ago, my son brought home some math homework. It was pre-algebra. I looked at it. For about 5 minutes, I'm sitting there staring at it. I look up at my son, and I said, when did they start putting letters in math? I'm a very proud dad. My son scored really high scores on his SAT test this year. He's autistic and very, very, very intelligent. My stepdaughter, Cherokee, got put on the high honor roll this year. Congratulations, baby.
Congrats.
Dallas, you're a very intelligent kid. And all I can say to you guys is stay in school and reach for the stars because you can accomplish anything you want. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. I remember when I quit school, my mom was so mad at me. I quit school because I got frustrated at the fact that I was working full-time, stocking groceries midnights at a grocery store, and going to school on top of it. I kept falling asleep in school, and they kept suspending me. So I finally asked for withdrawal papers, and my mom signed them with the stipulation that I got a job and paid her rent like a responsible adult. I wish my mom was still here. Tragically, in October, my mom passed away. And I know she is here with me in spirit and smiling down on me. I just wish I could hear her tell me how proud of me she is. I'm the middle child out of 3. I have an older sister and a younger brother. And I'm the only one out of my siblings that has a GED. I know she would have been proud. She always preached to me, son, you need your education. I did it, Mom. I have a diploma. I love and miss you, Mom. You are forever with the angels in heaven, but always remain in my heart. Last but not least, I want to let everyone know this was the hardest challenge I ever had to do. And for anybody to say it can't be done, trust me, it can be done because I did it. And it was a rough road, but I can honestly say I have my GED.